Hey everybody, it's Maya, and today we are going to be going over my new fall picks makeup wise. So obviously for fall I need darker colors, I need berry blushes, I need darker lip colors, all that stuff. Why not film that and show you guys my summer to fall transition? But yeah, let's just get into it. I'm just going to be showing you guys my picks, and I have demos of me using everything that is on my face right now. Starting off with primer, skin prep, all of that. So I added this to my collection for the fall time. I think this is the brand Feel, and it's just bright squalene facial oil. I want to get more into facial oils. I stopped using them for some reason, and I think the best time to use them is when it starts to get colder out because you're not really producing as much oil. Your skin's more dry, and this will help keep it moisturized. I'm running low on moisturizer, so I wanted to add a face oil, and this was the only one that I had. So yeah, same sort of thing. I have this luminizing primer. This is Camelina and Strobe Luminizing Primer. Yeah, I ran out of my favorite primer, the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing one. Either I ran out of it or I lost it, but I wanted something to help replace that. It's a luminizing primer. It's not very moisturizing at all. It kind of just goes on and sinks into your skin, which is pretty good considering I am oily, especially right now. I'm way more oily than I am at other times of the year, but this is going to help give my skin more of that glow when I do start to get more dry, because most of the complexion products I chose are more matte or just satin finish, and this will help bring that dew back to the skin. Last thing for primers is just the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. Don't really got to talk about it. This is my second one now. It lasts like a whole year, so it's 20 bucks, but it is worth it because it lasts you literally a year. And yeah, it keeps my eyeshadow on for like 2 days. No creases, nothing. Like, it makes it always pigmented. And yeah, I've never had issues with this. It's my go-to primer. Before we go into foundation, I want to talk about sponges. So I just replaced my sponges. These are brand new. I just have the Real Techniques sponge, and then this is by the brand Hip Dot. It's like these mini sponges that I use for concealer or for powder. Real Techniques, this one is just really dirty. And then, yeah, they're just dirty, so I just replaced them. Moving on to complexion products. The first product that I chose for the fall time is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This is a brand new product in my collection. I've been really enjoying it. I have mine in the shade 2. The color might be a little too deep for me as we go into winter, so I kind of want to get some use out of it now before I lose all my color again. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this, so it's staying in my collection for the fall as of right now. What I'm wearing on my face today is the Fenty Eavesdrop in the shade 3. I love the Eavesdrop. I wouldn't say it's a skin tint. It's more so like a medium coverage foundation, like light to medium foundation. It's matte, or it's like a skin-like matte finish. I love products like these, especially for fall, because I am using more glowier bases and all of that, so I wanted something complexion wise not to make me as oily, just to keep me nice and matte. But I love this. It also was in my summer collection and it's staying for fall, but you can't go wrong with it. It's great. Also for foundation, for more of a glam day, and because I haven't used this in a while, I picked out the Rare Beauty foundation in the shade 180W. I also have a shade in 130N that I could pull out if this one gets too dark for me. But yeah, I haven't used it in a minute, and I want to try using it up some more, you know, get my money's worth. What I used today is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer, and I have this one in the shade Light 45W. This is pretty much like a skin match for me. It's not brightening at all. I didn't like this concealer when I first used it. I will say, if you're using this concealer, don't let it sit on your skin. Just blend it immediately. You know how some concealers, if you let it sit and then blend it, it performs better. This one dries up and looks pretty, like just drying under the eyes, and it almost looks like a crackling effect. So I would recommend just putting this on, blending it out, and you know, it gives you good coverage. It looks pretty good under my eyes right now. And yeah, I just wanted to try it out and see if I liked it because I haven't really been using it, but I'll definitely get some use out of it this fall. Staying in my collection is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. It's a full coverage concealer. It is super creamy, blends like a dream. Can't complain. The shade match that I have, this is in the shade Vanilla. It's a little bit lighter but not too brightening, and I also wear this on its own, like not just as concealer but as my base sometimes, and that is why I chose it for more of those light coverage days. And the last concealer I chose is the Il Makiage Flawless Concealer in the shade 2.5. Again, it was out of my collection for a little bit. I wasn't using it all in the summer, so I just wanted to bring it back just to get some use out of it. But yeah, I like this concealer. It's not full coverage, it's more like light to medium, but it's really comfortable and the shade is a perfect match for me. For cream bronzer, I have the Rare Beauty Soft Sculpt Bronzer in the shade Happy Soul. This has also stayed in my collection from the summer. Love this bronzer. Perfect stick bronzer for me. I don't think I will be switching it out ever. It just works perfectly. Blends like a dream. Can't complain there. Although I won't be using bronzer as much in the fall because I like to use darker blushes. But when I do want to bronze, this will be my go-to. Speaking of bronzing and stuff, this Oma by Sharon C, it's Complicated Lip Tint Oil and Gloss, is also like a cheek stain. It's like a lip tint for your lips. You can also use it as a gloss, but you can also apply it to your cheeks. And this shade is the perfect bronzing shade. Or it can be a really cute blush as well, so I threw this in as another option. And then for powder bronzers, for when I don't want cream or just when I want to top things off, I have the Kimchi Taylor bronzer in the shade 3. I went to Venice. Looks like this. It's a little bit darker, but it'll fit for the fall time because I can also use it as a blush. And then I also chose the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Coco Felicita. This is a blush, but it is super deep. If you are darker in skin tone than me, this would be a really pretty blush on you. Although I am so light that the blush is really dark, so I just have to tap the brush in like once. And I used it a little bit over here just to bring some depth to the blush I already had on. It's stunning in the fall time. It's the only time I wear it. I think I bought this last year or 2 years ago, but yeah, I love it. Moving on to blush, my favorite category. I have quite a few products here, so I'll just start with what I used today. What I used today on my cheeks is the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Haze. This is like that perfect berry color. Their cloud paints will always be one of my favorite cream blushes ever. They're the reason I was introduced to blush to begin with. They're just so easy to use. You only need like a little bit and they blend out. They're super pigmented. Can't really go wrong with the Glossier blushes. So I wanted to use it again because I've had these for quite a while. They're pretty old at this point, but I don't think I'm ever going to go through this. Like, there's a lot of product in here, but they're just so good. Another cream blush is the After Hour, or the Beach Please blush by Tower 28 in the shade After Hours. Yeah, it's another berry tone blush. You can't have too many berry tone blushes. I rarely use Tower 28 blushes. I don't know why. I think it's because they look so thin. It looks like there's not a lot of product in them, so I just don't use them. Like, subconsciously, it just makes me feel like it's a sample and I'm not drawn to them as much as like the Rare Beauty blushes. Like, this compact is so cute. I don't know, I feel like if it was just a circle container, it would draw me in more, but I want to get some use out of it. And I just showed it on the screen, but it's the Rare Beauty Melting Blush in Nearly Mauve. The packaging is just so good, and it's another perfect shade for fall. I also have this Kaja Spoil of Mars. That's the shade. I don't know what this blush is called though. Oh, Mochi Pop. I'm actually wearing a little bit of it on my cheeks. I applied it off camera, but it's kind of just like, I can't tell if it's a cream blush. I don't think it is, It's kind of like a mix between cream and powder. Like it's wet, but it's not creamy or liquidy of any sort. But I wanted this to be like the blush that I go to when I don't really want too much of a dark fall look. Like if I'm trying to have some color on my cheeks, this is what I picked for that. If I can get this one open, I don't think I'm gonna get it open with these nails. I just did my nails. They're so cute. I can't get it open. You've seen it a million times probably. It's the Fenty Cream Blush, and this is the purple shade. That's the shade right there. It is really, really stunning in the fall time and the winter, even on my fair skin. It looks really amazing. It kind of gives off a similar vibe to what the blush I have on right now is. But yeah, I don't really use this in the spring or summer too much, so wanted to bring it out for fall. Another liquid blush. This is the Rare Beauty blush in Believe. Yeah, it's super dark. It's super fall. Love it. And then for powder blush, I just have one. It is the ColourPop Super Shock in Sounds Grape. This is the one that I'm also wearing right now. It's just another darker pink blush for when I don't want anything brown on my cheeks. Some more cheek products. I'm not wearing any highlight today. I didn't think that I needed it, and to be honest, I kind of forgot. But I chose the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Highlight in Hustla Baby because it's gold. They really need to work on this packaging. Like if you have long nails, it's like impossible to open. Okay. Yeah, just the gold highlight for the fall. I like wearing gold, so wanted that. I also am keeping the Rem Beauty highlight in Miss Venus. It is like a champagne kind of color. It's so pretty, it's so subtle. This highlight will probably always be in my collection as well. And then this is technically a highlight, but I use it as an eyeshadow topper, so I'm including it in the highlight collection. It's the Makeup by Mario Master Crystal Reflector in Quartz. You've probably seen this all the time. If you watch my TikToks, I use it in every video. It's the perfect eyeshadow topper, and I also use it on my cheeks too when I'm feeling in the mood for a glittery highlight. First thing I wanted to keep in my collection from the summer is the e.l.f. No Budge Cream Eyeshadows, and this is that light lilac purple shade. I wanted to get some use out of this because in the fall I'm going to be doing mostly orange, brown looks, green looks. Purple kind of complements all those colors pretty well, so I wanted to use this. And maybe even use it as eyeliner one of these days. For eyeshadow palettes, I have quite a lot, so I'm going to run through them and I'll focus on the ones that I used today. But this is the Defiance eyeshadow palette. It just looks fall. It has, you know, some cool tone shades and some warm tones. It's kind of a mixture of all of it. I like palettes like these because you can create tons of neutral looks with them, and you can also create really nice smoky looks for date night and stuff, and it's very versatile. Keeping from the summer is the ColourPop Getting Fresh palette, because although it looks very nice and summery, towards the bottom you have all these deeper fall shades, so I'll probably be sticking to like this row for the fall, just to get some shades that aren't in my other palettes, like shimmer wise, and also to go into the greens. I might put this one back because a lot of my other palettes have similar colors, but it's the Formula Z So Pretty palette. It is so pretty, and it's an eyeshadow look in a palette. Like, yeah, I might put it back, I might not, but and it has a mirror in it, which is always amazing, so we'll see. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, so we'll see which ones stay or go. I also picked out the Madison Beer Channel Surfing palette because, again, it's just fall in a palette. Even though I would say these are more some neutrals, I do like the color story. It reminds me of fall, so I picked it out for the video. One of the most fall palettes I own is this Milani Gilded Terra palette. I've actually been using this the past couple weeks already because I wanted to get into the fall mood. So you've probably seen it a lot on my TikTok. Well, I don't necessarily show the palette, but I do dip into it for all of my looks usually. but it has a bunch of these orange tones. It's got pink and purples because I love purple for fall, and it's got some deep greens in here too and some lighter shades, so this palette is just perfect for fall. I also picked out the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. I dropped this twice before filming and I thought I shattered it, but I love this palette because it has a lot of cool tone colors that I don't have in any other palettes. It also has the browns, it has shimmers, and it has my beloved purples for when I want to do like more vampire looks. This is going to be my palette. The one I used today is the Sweet Talk palette by ColourPop because it has these really pretty oranges, it's got pretty browns, and lots of pretty shimmers in it. Yeah, it's just fall and spring in a palette, but I want it, like I used this a lot in the springtime, but now I want to use it for the fall. And the last palette is the Rare Beauty Came to Play palette because of the purples again, and it has some fall tones in there like berries and stuff. So whenever I need a purple, there's a palette right here for that. But that was it for the eyeshadow. For eyeliner, I have two. I have the Pure Eyeliner waterproof liquid eyeliner pen in On Point. I've been using this for my eyeliner. It's amazing. It creates perfect wings, and it is super black and matte, and it stays on all day. My usual Black Magic eyeliner in the shade Warm Brown, because sometimes you just want to do brown eyeliner. I need to buy more brown eyeliners because they flatter me better, but that is underneath. I did it off camera, but I felt like my look was missing something. It's because I needed some under eyeliner. These have been in my collection forever, or for the summer at least, so I brought them back for the fall. Another boring category is brows. My go-to brow products right here. You have the Kosas Brow Pop, Kosas Air Brow, both in dark brown, and then the NYX Brow Glue. Yeah, my brow routine's not really gonna change, so these are staying in my collection for the time being. For mascaras, I have the Flower Beauty Warrior Princess and the Rare Beauty mascara. These have also been in my collection this whole summer. I've just been going between the two of them. I really want to pick up the Tower 28 mascara though. I think that one's going to be amazing. And the final and biggest category is lips. In the fall, if I'm doing a basic look, I want to have, you know, a cute lip on. So we have lots and lots of things to go through. So going in order, I guess, of what you do with your lips first, let's talk about lip liners. Okay, lip liners. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 lip liners. So starting with the odd one out, we have the Refi Lip Sculpt, you know, my usual lip liner in Rosewood. This is just my perfect color, so I'll swatch the lip liners actually because they're all so different. So that's Rosewood. I have the Milani lip liner in Cinnamon Statement. It will just give off a more orange vibe. It's a little bit more orange than Rosewood. Okay, now these are all the ColourPop lippy pencils, and these are all the fall shades that I wanted to pick out. So first we have Dazed, which is, well, I'll just swatch them. It's kind of like berry wine color. Be perfect for the fall. And then we have Bad Habit, which is another berry shade, but just a little bit more pink. For days I'm not doing like a traditional fall look. We have Good and Plenty, which is the one that I'm wearing today. It's more of a muted version. We have Dopey, which is a beautiful color. And then I have Hard On, which I don't know if I'm ever going to wear. It's very, very intense. But those are the lip liners that I chose for the fall. I think that they're all winners, and I hope that I get use out of all of them because it's quite a few. For lipsticks, I have 3. Sorry if it's crooked or if it changed quite a bit, but my camera said it was full. so I had to delete some things real quick. But as I was saying, I was talking about lipsticks. I have the Context Nude Balm in Hard Time. It looks like this. It is like a creamy lip balm. It's very, very pretty. And it feels so good on the lips. It's like a red shade, like a brown red. It's really, really pretty. Then I have the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Stoned Rose. I'm wearing that on the lips today. Give that a nice swatch as well. It's hard to swatch lipsticks when you're not looking. It's like a, you know, orangey brown. And then the last lipstick is this Mishko Beauty lip balm in Ijima. It's like a super dark berry color. Same consistency as the first one, but as you can see, all these are very, very different from each other. You've got a red, an orange, and a brown pretty much. And for gloss, I have two lip stains right here. I have the ColourPop lip stain in Show Your Stripes. It is a pretty red color. And then I have the e.l.f. lip stain in Berry Queen, which is this berry color. So I have a red and a berry for lip stains. And then I have a bunch of glosses. So I have the Tower 28 lip gloss in Wild. It is a very pretty berry red lip gloss. I have the About Face Light Lock lip gloss in Peyton. It is this gold, brown, orange. I don't know how to describe it, but I would never wear this at any time of the year other than fall, so I want to try to get some use out of it because wouldn't really wear that shade any other time. I have the Kaja lip gloss in Pink Drink. Just, you know, options. I have the PYT Plumping lip gloss in Fulfilled, which they do not sell this shade anymore, but it's so pretty and it plumps your lips and it tastes like peppermint. I wish they still sold it, but they don't. But I'm still gonna use it. Tower 28 lip jelly, milky lip jellies in Cashew and Almond. Two like browner lip glosses for the fall. I have the Rare Beauty lip gloss in Nearly Mauve. I'm actually wearing this one today. It just gives a very nice dark effect to the lips. I love it, especially for this time of the year. It just gives off a very vampy look, and it is super smooth. It just feels very comfortable on the lips. It's not sticky. It's amazing. And the last product that I have for my makeup collection for the fall is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Topaz. Just because, you know, it's orange, it's glittery. It's basically the PYT gloss, but one that you can actually get. And I don't think this one plumps your lips, but it's a good formula. And yeah, if you were interested in seeing one of the products that I talked about today in action, don't forget to comment down below. I can definitely make a video. Sorry for that noise. I can definitely make a video of me using it because I haven't been buying makeup as often. I'm not trying to spend as much money unless I really, really want it. But I'm trying to save up so I can move out. So I'm not spending as much money on new launches that get released. I'm just trying to use up what's in my collection as much as I can. So if you do see something that you want me to use, just let me know and I'll make a video on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. It was a little bit different than what I'm used to doing. And I'm definitely going to spend a long time editing this. It's going to take quite a while. So yeah, don't forget to show some love and support. Give this video a like, and then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and just support me. I'm almost at 300 subs, so that would be amazing if I can get there. But I'll see you next time. Bye.